Anytime between 10 minutes and 54 minutes, the PDA will alarm for the first time. The alarm will be an audible alarm followed by vibrations every 15 seconds. If the PDA does not alarm in 54 minutes, then it is probably still in the training configuration. If the nurse cannot answer the PDA alarm immediately, then they need to remember what they were doing when they first heard the PDA alarm and enter that into the device when they finally get to it. There are 4 screens the PDA needs for every alarm. The first is the previous location. Where did I come from? The second is the current location, which asks, where am I at? The third is the activity sub-activity screen, where a nurse enters what they are doing. The fourth is the worker assignment, which the nurse enters whether this task can be done by a lower skilled worker. So let's code some scenarios together. Let's assume that after starting the study, the nurse begins the shift change reporting task. In this scenario, the nurse is doing a bedside report with the previous shift nurse, and they've just left one patient room, and they are now at the bedside of the next patient when the PDA alarms. Okay. At this point, the nurse will inform the patient that they are doing a work study and need to enter some data into their PDA. The first question is previous location, as you can see on the screen. And the nurse will enter that they came from another patient room. So previous location, we're going to say I came from a patient room. The next screen is the current location screen, and in this case, we're going to say that we're in a patient room. Okay. And notice the list of activities pops up. This list is different for every location. So basically, you'll see a different list for nursing station for every location. All right. Each one of these activities has an operational definition. The operational definitions can be found in the documentation beginning on page 33. Okay. Also, the operational definitions are programmed into the device. You can access them by hitting the question mark key, and then you can click on any key and review the operational definition of that key. All right, I want you to go ahead and do that. I want you to click on a question mark and then select a key. Okay, and then I want you to go back and click on the question mark again and select another key. Okay, I'm going to pause right now. I want you to pause this video, and I want you to go ahead and select that question mark and hit her keys so that you can see what the operational definitions are of these keys. Okay. When an activity screen pops up, notice that there's a list of activities here. We want the nurse to enter the activity that best fits what they're doing. Okay, in this case, you'll notice that several activities might actually fit what the nurse is doing. For example, you could say that the nurse was communicating with the patient. But as we look through the list, what we find is the best fit for this was bedside report. So in this case, the nurse is going to go ahead and enter bedside report. I want you to do that with me as we go along. And the last screen that opens is the worker assignment screen. So in this case, the nurse is going to select the lowest skilled resource that can do this job. So in this case, we're going to say that for bedside report, an RN was required. And that's it. The PDA will actually give you a little beep telling you that your data collection is completed. And the nurse will put the PDA in their pocket and continue to work.